guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I am Milk and this is Milk Astrology, and we're going to be doing a weekly tarot video or tarot scope for your zodiac signs. For fixed signs, I have Ace of Swords. I feel like this is a good week for you productivity wise. I feel like you're accomplishing a lot, or you're getting a lot done. You're definitely starting with like your New Year, New Me resolutions very strongly. I also have Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like there are themes surrounding new beginnings for you. I feel like maybe there's a career investment or career shift that you're taking on. I feel like you're a bit more advantageous right now. It's almost like you're gaining all this positive feedback. You have a lot of momentum. People are encouraging you to continue trying the route that you're wanting to go or pursue, and I feel like this is like really just paying off for you. It's like a month where everything just feels almost like it's opening up for you, especially because of maybe the Jupiter in Pisces ingress is in fact affecting your chart more, or in a positive, helpful way. But I really just feel like this month is about very like CEO boss vibe energy. Let me pull a little bit more because I feel like that's very vague. It's very just like, this is a good month for your job. Okay, here is your run-in or your obstacle. Okay, so I have Two of Pentacles reversed. You're definitely overwhelmed, or you're like piling up a lot on your plate, because again, your mindset is very like, I have to get things done. I want to get from A to B. It's almost like you're trying to continue to strive or keep up this momentum that you really started the year strong with. And again, you're getting all this positive feedback. People are like, oh my God, you're the best worker at the company, or I look up to you, or your boss is like really giving you that like, not teacher's pet energy, but they're definitely just like hyping you up, and it makes you want to like be better and you know, all that stuff. But you're taking on too much, and I think if anything, you're kind of neglecting other areas of your life because you're so consumed with like your job or your productivity, which granted, like, I get it, it's a consumeristic society and we can't always just, you know, take the day off or ignore work or ignore responsibilities that require an income. That makes sense, but I also feel like I think you need to see outside of that as well. Whether this is like, again, connecting with like people in your life that really matter to you, disconnecting from work on your days off, like not being in, you know, correspondence with your boss about what you want to do next week. Like just, you know, mentally like taking time to decompress and breathe, because you are going to have some challenges up ahead if you don't. You can only be so productive for so long until you reach immense burnout. Fixed signs, you're very stubborn. You're like, if you want to be an overachiever, you want to be the best one. If you want to procrastinate, you're going to be the laziest one. Like, it's just like your energy, your mentality. Again though, it's important that you are selective with your energy and that you are prioritizing your time the way that you should. Also, I have the Justice card, which is really interesting to me. So I feel like it's almost like you are able to carry out some kind of goal this month that you were struggling to do in previous months. It's almost like you get the promotion that you are in competition with someone else for, or you get the job that you applied for that you really, really wanted. Like, there's something around money working out for you, and something around like hard work paying off, or like a right being wronged. I feel like this is again regarding like careers though. So like maybe someone accused you of something at your job and you were able to be like proving yourself and using receipts, and maybe become something where they apologize to you instead of like accusing you. So those are just kind of themes that I see being a thing playing out. Let me see if there's any like final thoughts, because I have a problem with only doing like 4-minute readings per each person, which I don't think is a bad thing, but okay, so you're kind of in a rut. I feel like underneath it all, underneath all this like hyper productivity or hyper vigilant energy that you're trying to exude, you're trying to prove something to yourself. And I really think it's important to visit where this is all coming from. Like, yeah, you want to be super productive at your job, or you want to be super productive with your work goals, but it's like, Okay, but why? Like, what is your end goal? Are you trying to make more money? Are you trying to just look good to your boss? Are you trying to prove something to a family member? Where is it coming from? Because I think if you get lost in getting caught up with needing to do something but then forgetting why you're doing it in the first place, that could be a thing that you have to face this month. So I would definitely say, well, this week specifically, take time off, like as in on your days off, don't be like doing work, and you know, try to chill a little bit. It's okay to be hyper productive. It's okay to want to be efficient or goal oriented or work towards your goals, but you can't, just because it's like a new year and you're like, it's a new year, I'm going to do all the things better this year that I didn't do last year. You can't do it in like the first week or the first 2 weeks. Like you're like one person, so you have to relax. Just like there's a lot of like panic, and you have to like, it's gonna get done, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen on the time that it should, everything's gonna be okay. Like I feel like we have to do like a breathe in breathe out situation right now. So yeah, that's basically this week's video. I kept saying this month, but like this might be like a longer term theme for this month, because it's like what, the second week of January, but this is like a weekly tarot spread. There will be another one next week, please. That's my New Year's resolution, is just to like be consistent with YouTube, so please hold me accountable. And yeah, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment below, tell me if this is something that's already been, I don't know what that weird noise was I just made with my mouth. Maybe if it's something that's like already been playing out for you. Let me know if this is not resonating at all, and I will see you in my next video. I have my mutable signs. I don't know if I say that wrong. Mutable, Mewtwo. I know some people say like mutable signs, but I say mutable because I'm a degenerate. I'm just kidding. But I have King of Pentacles, I have Four of Swords reversed, the Sun, the Lovers, Judgment. You can't see it, but it's all right here. I'm doing great at my job. Here, I'll show you. King of Pentacles. There's some kind of like financial payoff this month. There's also a theme about being able to reach a new level of success or reach a new goal that you've been really excited about or working on. Okay, so this is kind of a weird spread to me, because I feel like in some ways it's like your hobbies, your creativity, your job life, those are all fine. If anything, like you have a lot of motivation or inspiration towards your career goals or your hobbies. It's almost like you're putting more energy into like, you know, starting your YouTube channel, or you've been putting more energy into writing a book, or you know, just like there's an interesting energy around. Is it escapism? Maybe it's escapism. I have King of Pentacles and the Sun, so I feel like on one hand you're like really leaning into video games or films or things that like give you a sense of decompression or therapeutic decompression. But then on the other hand, there is some drama with relationships this month. You know, some justice at the bottom of the deck. So I definitely feel like, don't worry, whatever mishap or misunderstanding that takes place will get righted or rectified in your favor. I don't want you to get scared and think that the sky is falling, because I know everyone on social media tends to like to scare people for fun. But I have Four of Swords reversed, so it's kind of like you're not seeing something that you were hoping to see at a certain pace. There is maybe an energetic attraction to someone that you really care about, but I feel like it's just kind of like going nowhere. Or I have the Lovers reversed and Four of Swords reversed. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that, but I feel like it's kind of like this bond that you have with this person or this friend or this family member, whatever it is. It's kind of like it's going nowhere fast. I think that like you're trying to continue to pursue them or take care of them or lend an ear to them or help them, but I feel like this is a kind of a week about needing to shorten your social circle a little bit. Did I just like accidentally whistle? Because I feel like there are certain dynamics with people that just aren't panning out in a way that is beneficial to you. I feel like you're more uncertain and stressed and anxious about this person, then you are at peace with them. It's kind of like, yeah, you might be bringing peace into their life, but what are they bringing into your life, you know? So I just think that's something to kind of take into consideration. I do think there's kind of a critical lens around this person, so maybe this is someone that makes you nervous or makes you feel like you're being judged all the time. I have the Judgment card, so, you know, that's why I said the word judged. But I do feel like, again, with the Justice card, I feel like you're not doing anything that you need to feel anxious about. So it's kind of like, I don't know if this is just an anxiety side effect, but I feel like sometimes we over-explain ourselves when we are nervous or when we are trying to prove something to someone, or we want someone to see us in the way that we know we are. And I think that can sometimes be more damaging than anything else, because essentially you are hyper aware of yourself in a way that is giving someone else almost like ammunition to feel entitled to interrogate you, feel entitled to give you unwanted input or advice. And I think the best approach this week is pay attention to your energy levels around certain people. Again, if you feel like you have to constantly explain or defend yourself when you know that you're just like not doing anything offensive or crazy, I would say to maybe limit your interaction with that person, you know, like shorten your time around that person. I do think that this is going to be an issue that gets resolved. Whatever like minor annoyances are in the air this week will get resolved or alleviated. So this could just be like you spending too much time around a family member. That kind of completes the vibe of this video or this week. So if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Cardinal signs: Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. This reading is for you. I would prefer that you apply your moon sign, but you can apply your sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, or whatever. I just feel like the moon is the most accurate for you. So I have the Emperor reversed. I have Wheel of Fortune. So honestly, it's kind of interesting. I feel like there's a lot of really cool things happening for you right now. Like maybe you have opportunities to go to an event that you're excited about, or maybe you're starting a new job, or you're starting school, or you're doing something that just essentially makes you feel more upbeat and happy and just excited in general to start pursuing new things. But I also feel like there is a very critical like person or roadblock in your way this week. It's almost like you're really excited and there's like a lot of positive energy around this week for you, but then there's like this like one person or this one thing that's just like really weighing you down or stressing you out. I kind of feel like it's a person. I kind of feel like it's like a father figure or an Aries placement person, because it's the Emperor card but it's reversed. So I feel like it's kind of like a person that essentially maybe means well, but it's kind of like you go to someone excited because you got an A and they're like, why was it not an A+? So that's kind of the vibe. I feel like you are just really excited to start new things or start new opportunities for yourself, but as much as you are trying, it's like someone keeps putting you 2 steps back. I do think that it's going to reach a point where you just get very stressed and reach a point where you start acknowledging or asserting boundaries with this person and being more clear about like what you're not going to tolerate, what you aren't going to put up with. And I think that's a very positive shift for you, because it helps you both kind of reach a better understanding with one another. However, there might be like, I don't know, I feel like you're going in a new direction in life. I have like 4 of Wands reversed and Knight of Wands. So I kind of get the impression that, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a week where you kind of realize the people you live with maybe aren't the best, and maybe you want to like move out, or maybe you want to change your job. It's something about like you noticing that a direct environment that you are a part of or affiliated with is no longer working for you, and you now need to like remove yourself. I don't think it's like a super dramatic week. Like, even though there's this like person that's kind of in your corner being a little bit of a Debbie Downer, I don't really feel like, thanks, love living in Vegas. But I do think that there is a situation where you have to kind of, you have to remove yourself. It's almost like you know that you've done all you can do, you know that there's nothing else you can do to appease the situation of the person. You feel held back while you're in this environment. You're gonna have to go into a different direction. I don't think it's a big dramatic thing though. Like, I don't think it's like a High School Musical, I gotta go my own way. Like, you know, it's more of just like, this isn't working for me, and here, let me look at my other options. Let me explore what else is out there, what's going on, you know, over there. Like, I just feel like that's kind of the energy. But I think you should really lean into that. You should lean into your other options instead of just looking at what's going on right now, because as much as it might be all right or fine, it's not working like anymore. And I think it's okay to accept that, to admit that. So yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of opportunity this week. Everything for the most part is pretty positive. I just think you're reaching a point where it's time to think of how to elevate yourself now, think of how to remove yourself from certain things, and just go into a new direction. Like, you have the resources. You might have someone that's like very overprotective in your ear, but I think it's important to, like, again, establish boundaries and just be firm with not letting situations or people's opinions define you too severely, and instead, like, great, thanks. My dogs. Just like paving your own way. So overall, that completes this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in next week's video.